Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the fifth quarter podcast, episode 33. Great numbers, so we're gonna have a great show for you guys today. I'll be your host, Keys. I'm here with Remy, please,
Yeah.
and I'm here with Lighthouse. Three-man show for the 33 episode. All right, so NFL is underway. Um, before I forget, please like and subscribe. Go like and subscribe right now.
Yeah,
Also,
make sure y'all do
share
that.
this shit as well. Don't just like and subscribe and don't share. Share this shit with your family, friends, co-workers, and all abroad. So yeah, the NFL started. We had the Hall of Fame game last week, so we are officially underway. We got games slated for tomorrow, and I guess this is gonna be an NFL show, kind of, sort of. So let me. Do you guys have any underrated offseason moves that kind of flew under the radar, like some acquisitions that you think that may push the team over the top, or maybe even ultimately lead them to the Super Bowl? Y'all got any sleepers or any underrated offseason moves?
I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I think the JJ Watt is going to swing the dynamic in the NFC West. Usually, Seattle's on top over there. San Fran's always in the running, but them picking up JJ Watt, leader on the defense, opposite Chandler Jones. Yeah, the offense is definitely going to be moving the ball, but having JJ as a leader, a face of a franchise leaving Houston, I still think he got pretty good football ahead of him, but I think that was a huge pickup.
Yeah, I think that that's a good fit for them too, for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I thought he was going to go to Green Bay.
Really?
Yeah. Initially, I thought he was going to go to Green Bay because he had it and he could choose everywhere he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, I guess you can call me biased or whatever, but I'm going home with the Redskins. I'm going with William Jackson. I think even though some people say in free agency he was the number one corner, but I don't think they really talk about that. Everybody put a lot of focus on the defensive line, but you actually add Kendall Fuller, who's already a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback. Then you bring in William Jackson, who was rated a top tier cornerback the past few years. Then you add in Landon Collins, who's been to a Pro Bowl. All the hype in camp saying he's been looking like old him, if not even better. So it could be a potential strong secondary when you add a guy like William Jackson along with that defensive line. I think that a lot can happen from that. Another one I'm gonna throw in. I don't know if this is underrated, but Matt Stafford to what's it called, to LA. I don't think nobody's really talking about that. I really don't think nobody. I don't think nobody talking about that because I think we've had these conversations before about Matt Stafford off screen, like probably one of the top tier talented quarterbacks in the league, but he just in Detroit, a lot of losing. You know what I'm saying? Not he did have Calvin Johnson for a bit, but I mean outside of that, didn't really have a defense, and then you put him in LA with Aaron Donald, you know what I'm saying? And then he has these receivers. So I think he can definitely do a lot of good things over there in LA.
Hell yeah. I agree with that. That's what I was going to say, man. Because, I mean, you put him and you take Jared Goff out of that offense and then you insert Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, you can do a lot with that, man.
Jesus. And guess what? What was that? Less than 2 years ago? They was one of the highest and most explosive offenses in the league with Jared Goff. Now, granted, they did have Todd Gurley, but I don't know. But I'll go back home. I'll say Curtis Samuel coming to the Redskins back into an offense in which he is familiar with, and then having an actual a threat opposite on the field with Terry McLaurin. And then to have just that offense, the way that it's been constructed, my hat's off to Ron Rivera and the way that they've to put together an offense that on paper right now on paper is pretty fucking explosive, yo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like I'm and the thing about it is, as of this time last year, I'm just looking at the offense like, man, we just, we just ain't got it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But slowly but surely, not only are they developing talent, but it's starting to me. I just get the sense that they're building a culture in which we
Yeah.
will now be able to attract those top end
Yep.
free agents. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They're like, yo, I want to go to the city. I want to go to Washington. But yeah, I'll say Curtis Samuel. Just because he kind of reminds me of like a gadget guy as well. Like you could give him the ball out of the backfield. You can do a little bit of read option with him. You can put him in the slot.
Yep.
You can do so much with him. Yeah. I think that is a very underrated move, off season move as well.
And I'm another one I'm gonna throw in that like I said, Antonio Gibson being re-signed by Tampa Bay was very underlooked because he's coming back with Tom Brady with a full, like, you know what I'm saying, OTAs, training camp, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that Antonio Brown with Tom Brady for another year, and I don't know who's their number two right now. Is it still Godwin?
Yeah, they
You
brought
gonna think?
they brought like everybody
Hey
back.
boy,
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
saying, but
Yeah.
I think Antonio Gibson gonna have. I mean, I say Antonio Gibson, Antonio Brown. Have I been saying Antonio Gibson this whole time?
You said the first time, then
Yeah,
not
the
the
first
second
time. You
time, then
good?
the
You
third
I
good?
was trying to figure out. I was like, hold up. Right. All right. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Antonio Brown, I think he gonna definitely be a bigger part of the offense this year, and that's just gonna make them even more dangerous, And I think he kind of flew under the radar last season because he didn't play that much. And
Yeah.
Antonio Brown was pretty much the best receiver in football before all the bullshit started. So we'll see, man. That could be a big move.
I got a couple more. I
What's
got
up?
Orlando Brown, the tackle from the Ravens. He went to the Chiefs, and like
Yeah.
pretty much
Mm,
Pat
Yeah.
Mahomes is running for his life in that
I
yes,
Super
he
forgot
Bowl.
about that
was.
So
one. I
yeah,
forgot about that one.
so
That was the
that's
first
That
thing
was
that
like,
they
yeah, I was about
did.
to say that was like right after the damn Super Bowl was over, wasn't
It
it?
was like, yo,
That shit
this
was
can
like right
never
after that
happen
shit.
again.
right.
Yeah.
Him, I would definitely say, and I'm glad Corey's not on this shit. But Najee Harris,
I thought
them
about that.
drafting,
Yep,
yeah,
I thought about that.
them drafted him because like he's like the typical Pittsburgh hard
Yep.
nosed running back, and was the guy James Conner. He just wasn't doing it for them. So
Yeah.
they let him walk, and they picked up. He's like the typical Pittsburgh
Yep.
lunch pill running back.
It almost like
Uh,
you knew it was gonna happen.
right.
Yeah.
Shoot, another person drafted Cal Pitts, man. They said he been turning up at camp. So them losing Julio and then Julio going to the Titans, that's a huge pick for AJ Brown, for even Derrick Henry. Now you gotta play off the ball, and which you can't put 8 people in
You
the box
better
no
not.
more. Yeah, because
You better not.
they're gonna go over the top on you. And I think I went through everything. That's for them.
Yeah. That was I think that we
Yeah. It
yeah.
actually sounds like we getting more into fantasy
Yeah,
football at
right,
this
right,
point. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Y'all giving me your sleepers. If you had the number one pick this year in fantasy football, who you taking? If you had the number one pick.
I think it would be Derrick Henry.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't see him.
That.
I
That's
don't
what I
see him
was gonna say.
slowing down at all. And
And
then
not at all.
them playing, no defense going to stack the box now. Like it don't make sense. So
Hey, Madden rated Ed McCaffrey higher than him, or Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, yeah.
Yeah.
See, my only thing with Christian McCaffrey is like, I. It's not like he tore his ACL. He didn't have like a major injury. You know what I'm saying? But those nagging injuries on them joints that just tend to pop back up, that would kind of steer me away from him. And I think I understand what you guys are saying as far as Derrick Henry, but the only reason why I would kind of shy away from Derrick Henry is because I just feel as though I hope not. I hope the Tennessee Titans don't go this route, but I just got a feeling they might try and get too cute and do too much and try to get Julio involved and AJ Brown and shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to now. You got some mouths to feed on that offense.
Yeah, but I don't think Vrabel is that type of guy.
I hope not, because you gotta understand, Derrick Henry is the fucking bell cow.
They gotta run the offense through him straight up.
And that actually helps. That's actually, I mean, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill going to the Tennessee Titans. that fucking
changed everything. It
changed
did.
his whole
Changed
career, yo.
it changed
Derrick
the
Henry
franchise.
single. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Like, but I
They
would
like
probably have
legit
to go
now.
with Dalvin Cook though. I'll
Yeah,
go with Dalvin Cook just for the simple fact that I think
I
him
had him
and
last year. That was
I
my
know,
number
right?
two.
I think him and maybe Nick Chubb are probably the only two
That's the real.
like uh, when it comes to like 3 down running backs left in the league. Like I feel as though his vision is just ridiculous. It seems like he's Christian McCaffrey, but then you can also run through tackles. He can on the outside. I just feel like Dalvin Cook's probably one of the most explosive players in the league. So if I go number one, I'm taking Dalvin Cook. Kinda.
Yeah, I had Derrick Henry. I had Derrick Henry, so I mean, I didn't really have much else to say after this fight. I do have,
Yeah,
yeah, but I've been watching the scope though. There's some sleepers out there, some underrated people under the radar that would definitely like, I'm not even want to say because it's competition.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say if y'all want to
What
answer,
would be
you
the
don't have to. You
what
don't
would
have
be
to answer.
the first receiver you take?
That's what I was gonna say. Who would be the first
First
receiver you take off the board?
Because I don't like when
first
people pick like a quarterback first. That should be blowing me.
Yeah, first receiver off the board, man. I mean,
It's
damn,
tough. They out there.
I might go with, I might go with Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I might go with Tyreek Hill.
Because like that feast or famine when he go off,
Yeah,
like
he
them
goes
points be
dumb.
like 60 points, 80 points.
Yeah, he win the whole week for you, and he gonna win the game. You like, oh yeah, it could be a 1 o'clock game. Oh yeah, I won.
And I feel like because the type of dude like Mahomes is, he just seemed like you can see his competitive spirit. So I think getting his ass whipped like that, I definitely think that should lit a fire under him. So I know next season he gonna be guns blazing. Like
Yeah,
for real, I think this season coming up, he gonna go off. So
would you pick Saquon coming off an injury in the top 10?
I'm scared of Saquon, because the nigga his knees just, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
But
I don't trust him at all.
But he got hurt early last year, so he had some time to come back.
That nigga been only really played his rookie season. He only really got one season for real.
Yeah.
He only has one.
And he how many times did he touch the rock that year? Like he got the ball that year.
Yeah,
but he was cooking
all the screens.
He cooked us. He cooked us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he looked like he was every bit of where he was drafted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I might take I would have to think between Tyreek Hill and I'm just thinking volume of catches. Maybe in the PPR league, I might have to take Stephon Diggs,
Devontae Adams.
That's what I was thinking. I think Devontae Adams might be the number one receiver going into the fantasy this year. I'm assuming.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers, he out to prove something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. That's another one.
He's gonna be out to prove.
Actually, I trust that. Even though I think Tyreek's a beast, I actually trust Devontae more than Tyreek, just because he's a more complete receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because they use Tyreek Hill to take the top off the defense.
Yeah,
that's why Travis Kelce be eating.
Travis
Kelce was. I mean, he broke records last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. Travis Kelce be eating. That's why Travis Kelce be going at the end of the first round.
Hey, they don't call Tyreek the cheetah for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They definitely don't call him the cheetah for nothing. But speaking of that, that's a really good nickname. What's the best sports nicknames y'all think that's out there right now, though? Are we talking about the NFL? I mean, it don't even matter what sport. It could be boxing, NFL, NBA. It don't even have to be. It could be basketball, football, hockey. It don't matter what it is. Any sport.
Off the rip, I remember growing up, one of my favorite nicknames was Karl Malone, the mailman. Yeah. I felt like that was like I don't know, even though like what I'm saying, that whole the Jordan era and the finals and the back and forth and stuff like that, the mailman just stuck with me, and I liked Karl Malone. I didn't like the Jazz, but I like Karl Malone specifically for that nickname. I was like, yo, that's just cold, yo.
He was in the WWF for a little bit too.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember that? He was wrestling. Like he actually was in the ring wrestling, like slamming.
Well, Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was in there.
shit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I gotta look at that shit. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Call for Zero got when Brady switched teams. I thought there was no way he want to ring in a new system. I think it's legit. Yeah, that shit was legit.
Hell yeah.
Even though he got super talent on the outside and running backs, and I mean the defense was okay. You know, Ty Bowles, you know, had them guys flying around. But I think that I think Tom Brady for sure legitimized his legacy last year.
But I'm telling you, when it started off shaky, the reason I'm telling you, they took a turn during that season when Tom Brady. It was evident Tom Brady went to the motherfuckers, was like, "Look, I'm getting hit too much. I can't win the games."
For me, it was that Green Bay game when I was like, "Oh yeah, they out here," especially when they hit a Scotty Miller at the end of the half.
Like that was just devastating. Yeah. Good God, that was devastating right there. Good question.
Yeah, but yeah, nicknames.
I go with Megatron.
Yeah.
Megatron definitely up there. Shit, I go with Hibachi. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was fucking with that shit. It was just different. It was him. You know what I'm saying? Only Gilbert could be called a Hibachi and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The human highlight reel.
Yeah.
Dominique Wilkins.
Yep.
Prime time.
Yeah, prime time.
I know.
You don't even have to say the name, right? And then the Predator, Chase Young. You know what I'm saying? That's new. That's gonna be the new one. You know what I'm saying?
What did they call Sean?
Meast.
Oh, Meast. They said he was a man beast. They called him Meast.
Andre Kirilenko,
AK-47.
Yeah, that joint was cold. Andre Kirilenko. Damn, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Oh, Reeves Island.
Yeah. Who was the
I think Reeves Island is kind of cold though, for real.
Yeah.
For a corner, for that to have that name as a corner, that's like a cold ass name.
Yeah. Yeah, he stamped that joint too.
And he did. Like it was really Reeves Island out there. You know what I'm saying?
He stamped that shit.
He did.
The fridge.
Oh yeah, that was God damn.
But who had the best one though?
Penny.
I mean, but that's actually, that was actually his like real life nickname and shit.
Oh, he just brought it with him.
Oh, for real? Beast Mode. What's better than Beast Mode? What's better than Beast Mode?
Hey, when they first tried that XFL joint, that he hate me joint.
Oh yeah, he hate me. That's a classic little joint. I remember that.
The answer, the truth.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, it's so many. Robert Call Zero said
Rain Man.
Robert Parrish, the Chief.
The Chief. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The Admiral.
Oh yeah, David
Roger Clemens, the Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
The Rocket.
Yeah.
But it's funny how like they earn these nicknames, like all of them. Like
I mean that's the only. Yeah, you can't really give yourself a nickname.
But it's crazy how
Gil probably gave himself that nickname.
Yeah, but it's crazy how you kind of embody the joints. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how they like really embody them joints.
Oh man.
What? What?
What? I was looking jokes up, and they saying like Iron Mike Tyson, George Iceman Gervin. Let me pull this shit up for y'all so I can see this shit. This shit is disrespectful. I don't know who made this shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is Bleacher Report. You see Iceman. Iron Mike Tyson. Why they do this to this man?
Well, why they do that though? The Golden Boy.
On Bleacher Report.
Yo, go ahead, yo.
Somebody was hating.
Somebody mad.
Somebody
You did somebody dirty.
He lost one too many fights.
He was bet. Yeah, somebody was
Yeah,
somebody was
whatever.
definitely betting on him.
Oh man. Well, it seems like most of these guys, these are, you know what I'm saying, that if you earn a nickname, 9 times out of 10, you were that guy. Possibly the best in your sport. So sticking with the NFL, you got the NFL Hall of Fame coming up.
No, just pass.
I mean, just passed. I'm sorry. Next year's 2022 Hall of Fame possible candidates. Um, let's just review those and see who we got.
Like who could be possibly in
Yeah,
2012?
possible.
Well,
'Cause
here's
last year they had 15 last year. That's fucking crazy.
I
here's
mean, the first person coming here is DeMarcus Ware though.
I mean, yeah,
here's
He
the
was
first year eligible athletes. I would say Chad Greenway, no.
no. How does he even in this
Right.
conversation? I'm not no disrespect, but I don't really remember. Like, did he ever make the Pro Bowl? I don't remember. I don't remember this shit. I really
yeah,
don't.
yeah, he's out of there. He's
uh,
gone. I think Tony Romo.
You,
nah,
you think Robert Mathis? I don't think so. I don't think Robert
nah.
Mathis is. He was really good, but he wasn't no. I don't know about Hall of Famer.
I think Steve Smith probably get in just on the strength of his. Yeah, I mean, and plus all the
Steve Smith is in there. I say Anquan is in there. I would even say
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson's in there too.
I think
But,
all three of those guys is in. DeMarcus Ware, Vince Wilfork's probably in there. Y'all don't think so? What you think about Vince
yeah,
Wilfork? 'Cause he won all those
it's
championships.
yeah, but it's kind of tough, like to gauge how good he was, playing on the inside. Like that's not a position where you really rack up a lot of stats.
I mean, but they still make the Hall of Fame regardless.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And he was on on dominant teams with and he was like pretty much like the leader of that defense for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I would say Tony Romo, no.
You don't think so? I think Tony Romo could be a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame? Well, he never went past like the first round.
I mean, winning
but that nigga
championships
got
just became
stats,
winning championships just became a requirement. Like back, there's a whole rack of niggas in here.
Well, I'm talking about for the quarterback position. You never went past the first round.
I mean, like I said,
that's 13 years right there.
I mean, but still, that nigga didn't put up numbers though. You know what I'm saying? Like he did. I think he could be. I think he could. I think he could be. I don't know about first ballot, but I think he could be a Hall of Famer though.
I think Mario Williams too, man. I mean he's. I
don't think Mario Williams is in there. As far as like,
I think so.
But if you put DeMarcus Ware and Mario Williams stats next to each other, I don't think so.
I don't know, but let's put up Mario Williams stats. I think Mario Williams. I think you kind of sleeping on Mario Williams just a little bit, just a little bit.
I didn't even know he played for the
narrative around him wasn't positive most of his career. Then after they stopped like kind of being like shitting on him like he was a bust, he kind of quietly was putting up numbers.
He's like the modern like what's my man Miles Garrett. He kind of remind me of him a little bit.
But
Mario Williams got stats, dog.
Hey, out of this list though, Anquan Bolden definitely, Andre Johnson definitely, Steve Smith, DeMarcus Ware, and I'd probably say Vince Wilfork. And he went to the U, by the way.
He did. Damn, Chad. Why is Chad Greenway on?
I don't know how Chad Greenway is on this list at all. I don't understand.
I'm just like he's like the oddball on here.
I really don't remember him making a Pro Bowl ever. I really don't remember that shit.
He probably definitely made a Pro Bowl.
I know. I mean, I'm not doubting it. I just don't remember. I don't remember him being like a premier linebacker in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember his name being mentioned like that.
Right.
Let me see.
Unless he was just quietly putting up numbers and just nobody knew.
All right, career stats. Mario Williams, 97 sacks.
97 sacks.
16 forced fumbles.
Chad Greenway. I'm gonna look up Chad Greenway.
And then DeMarcus Ware 138 0.5 sacks and 35 forced fumbles.
Oh yeah, that's the mark. That's the mark. DeMarcus Ware was like arguably the most dominant defensive player, like the 2000s.
That's why I don't know. Maybe just him being next to his name kind of clouds my judgment for him to get in.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like I'm out here on the Mario Williams. Like, I think he could.
Right.
Make it, but if he, I don't know first ballot, but I think he'll definitely be I think he can make the Hall of Fame, but maybe just not first ballot.
Maybe not this year. They probably sent
maybe
somebody.
Not this year. And same thing with Tony Romo. I think Tony Romo is a Hall of Fame. All right, is Tony Romo or Eli? Who's more of a Hall of Famer between y'all?
Eli.
I mean, I think Eli's a Hall of Famer without a doubt. Even though I think a lot of people don't give him that credit, because he won those 2 Super Bowls, and then he threw a lot of picks and then really won a lot of games after that. But I mean, he was still putting up numbers.
But Eli also played in some big playoff games.
Yeah, he played. He got some like classic games, some memorable games.
And they went to a couple NFC championships.
I think maybe. Eli definitely gonna get in whenever it's his turn. But Tony, like I said, Tony maybe in a few years. I don't know, but I don't think first ballot.
Yeah, they're gonna put like Brian Faneca or some shit like that instead of.
Yeah, they gotta get some O-line people up in there.
Yeah. But yeah,
this nigga Chad Greenway went to 1 Pro Bowl.
For real?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why he
get his ass out of here.
Then LeVar Arrington ass need to be up on that shit.
Like, all right, because like look at these names. Do those names kind of like add up to the names this year? I mean, well, potential names next year. Woodson, Calvin Johnson, stacked. John Lynch, Patton. It's like, come on, man.
This is a stacked list.
That's a good point when you compare it to this list. You know what I'm saying? But then again,
ain't no maybes in this shit.
I know, but we talking about almost generational talents type niggas like on this list right here.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you got look a couple years back and then because I still see Zach Thompson still out there. Why can't he make it? Like he averaged like 120 some tackles a year, 135, 150. And he was like 5'5".
Wait, Moss is already in the Hall of Fame?
John Lynch was a beast.
Yep.
You said who?
Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 2 years ago for Randy Moss.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember he was crying. He was crying and everything. I remember that joint.
Yeah, a great speech. Yep. That's all we got. That's all we got over here at the Fifth Quarter Podcast. Make sure you follow us over to the Flight Room Podcast. And then shortly after that, another episode of Overtime. If you haven't seen our Overtime for a couple of days ago, holy shit, check that out. Overtime 52, was it? Yep. Hit our our little thumbnail down there and then find Overtime 52. It might blow your mind. But this we do over here at the #1 sports podcast in the world.
Yes, it is. And guess what we're gonna have coming soon, guys? Our weekly picks.
NFL picks. To make some money.
We coming, baby.
Yeah. Our Stone Cold locks of the week.
Stone Cold locks of the week.
But yeah, we see y'all on the flip.
Peace.
All right, peace, y'all.
And shout out to Kyle 40 for hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Come through again.